Hello everyone, good evening, welcome to the session. So today we'll be covering up some doubts which I've already received in the DM. If you have any further doubt, you can drop it in the comment section or right here in the live chat. Okay, I'll definitely take it up. Starting with the first thing today I'm going to work on something really different. So I've got a very unique set of questions which will definitely help you understand much better. So one very common type of question which I've got here is, hi Tejas, hello Shayan, good evening, welcome to the session. So a very common question, that was a collective question from three of them. So that was revolving around one common thing, and that is note making strategy. So when you're learning anything new right now, still you must be completing your syllabus, right? So at that point of time, how to make notes efficiently? Okay, how to make notes efficiently is one very great thing, which is something which you should learn, of course. So when it comes to RCs and the other topics similar to RCs, like any verbal analogy, I mean verbal grammar part also, anything like that, what you need to focus and understand here is that you all are supposed to make notes for not just the wrong answers but also the correct answers. Hi Priyasha, good evening, welcome to the session. Okay, so correct plus wrong answers. When I say this, you need to understand that most of the time what happens is whenever our answer is correct, we skip that in our mock analysis time and we move to the questions in which we have done some mistake. But the reality is that you should also focus on something which you have done correct, because if you work on something which you are doing right, you will make it your strong area. And ऐसा तो आपने बहुत बार कहते हुए सुना होगा हर एक institute को and other places as such, that you work on your strong areas, your strengths when you're close to the examination. So how will you develop that strength? वैसे तो काफी ज्यादा memes आते हैं, but then yeah, regarding this, then how to develop the strength? You will only develop it once you work on your strong areas. So please work on your strong areas as well. Good evening, Prince. I of course remember you. CMAT के time से हम लोग एक दूसरे को अच्छे से जानते हैं. Very nicely. I hope you are doing well, Prince. Okay, so let us move down to another aspect, like how to make notes when you are learning something new in Quants or DILR. Hi Mayank, good evening, welcome to the session. So in the case of DILR or Quants, in these two cases, you have to make a diary kind of a stuff where you will note down what were the common areas you did a mistake in. That comes out to be as one single thing, like error log, जो मैंने बहुत बार repeatedly कहा है. But along with that, you also maintain a formula book for yourself, where you will write down the small things. So in the formula book, we are not just talking about the quant formulas, but we are at the same time talking about your DILR tournaments type questions or racing type questions or sitting arrangement type questions. सब में एक छोटू सा logic होता है. That logic, if you can write down in your own words, it will be really easy for you to catch it back when you are doing it during the examination. Okay, learning it at the last moment. I see a question coming from Fun Adda ji. Welcome to the session. Good evening. Ma'am, please tell one thing honestly. We start preparation from tomorrow. Can we still make it to XLHR? Please be honest without any sugarcoat. No, tomorrow से नहीं चलेगा. आज अभी से start करना पड़ेगा. Would you do that? Okay, so jokes apart, no sugarcoating. Yes, you can do it from tomorrow itself, especially when you're targeting the XAT examination. बिल्कुल बढ़िया से करो. And if you go by my suggestions, if you really want to value my suggestions, I would ask you to prepare for CAT. Please prepare for CAT. If you are writing the CAT examination, you are covering 70% of your syllabus for your XAT. When I say 70%, 100% coverage of QA, 100% coverage of DI part of XAT. Okay, now 70% coverage of the VA part and 0% coverage of the DM part. That means you will say, ma'am, this 30% plus 100% का क्या करना है? This will be covered up in that 1 month arena which you will have only dedicated to the XAT examination. So trust me, if you start from today, you will be able to crack the examination. Okay, and when I am giving you one important thing, Mridul, good evening. Welcome to the session. I'll take your question. I also have one more question which is related to something which you are moving towards, Mridul. एक बहुत similar सा question था regarding why should we give XAT, or what is the purpose behind XAT, or what is that package wala thingy which I see in your question. So I'll definitely take that up. Okay, let me take your question and then put out the other questions I've received from the people that people have asked me not to take their names. So Mridul, ma'am, is it true Excel HRM gives jobs with best work-life balance with best package? No. So Mridul, when it comes to work-life balance, it is not 100% dependent upon the company offering you the job or that job role or that job description. It majorly 70% of the times depends upon how you take up that job. That means how you do your work. So for example, if I am working as a consultant in a reputed firm, let's say McKinsey, I might come across 7 cases in a day to solve, okay, like simultaneously to work upon. अब मुझ पर ये डिपेंड करता है दैट हाउ एम आई पुटिंग माई वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस इन कंट्रोल. वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस का मतलब ये कभी नहीं है दैट द बिग फर्म्स विल गिव यू लेस वर्क और विल गिव यू सम एक्स्ट्रा टाइम. वो एक्स्ट्रा टाइम के नाम पर ना वो चाय वगैरह की गॉसिप वगैरह रहती है. दैट्स द only thing. Hi Aviraj, good evening, welcome to this session. All right. So, talking about Mridul's question, so work-life balance is completely, or rather, I should say, at least 70-80% of the times depended upon you only कि आप कैसे balance करते हो. ये याद रखना कि high pay packages come with a lot of responsibilities. तो वो Spider-Man वाली dialogue है ना, with great power come great responsibility. Something similar like that comes to the big packages also. With big packages comes a lot of responsibilities and hectic schedule which you have to manage yourself. And when it comes to pay packages, what my question was, which I'm supposed to take, I'll do that. Okay, Soumya, good evening, welcome to the session. Hi Tejas. Okay, I'll take the questions up. Just let me cover up one more question. This is regarding the pay package. So you have to be very brutally honest with yourself that why are you doing MBA? That's the first thing I want to tell you. Why exactly are you doing MBA? So this is something my professor told. Of course, I don't have so many resources really to go and ask people कि आप बताओ आपको क्यों करना है MBA, आप बताओ आपको क्यों करना है. So my professor told me that after depending on his so many years of experience, he told that we have been asking this to everyone, not just the people who have converted the college, but also the ones who are giving the interviews. Why MBA? And 90% of the people join a MBA program or do a MBA program from a top B school attracted towards its high placement report or high pay packages offered by the placements. Now, this is a brutal truth. Paisa hi paisa. Bilkul. Exactly. That's what is the real truth behind it. Okay. So there's no shame in saying that if you are oriented towards it. बाकी के बच गए 10% में से 8% लोग हैं जो खुद का कुछ करना चाहते हैं, एंटरप्रेन्योर वाले लोग, एंड 2% लोग हैं जो एकेडमिक लाइन में जाना चाहते हैं, जैसे PhD करना चाहते हैं एंड समथिंग सिमिलर डोमेन में कुछ करना चाहते हैं, ज्यादा रिसर्च वगैरह करना चाहते हैं. So 90% audience is definitely attracted towards the high pay package of the top B schools. बिल्कुल है ना. Now, when you have this idea clear in your mind, that's one major reason why you should take XAT examination as your primary exam and not your secondary exam. Like होता है, बहुत लोग XAT का फॉर्म CAT का एग्जाम हो जाने के बाद भरते हैं. And just don't do this. When you are learning or preparing for your CAT examination, prepare so arduously that आपके XAT का syllabus automatically 70% cover हो जाए. And once that syllabus is over, it would be really easy for you to prepare in that one last month to XAT. And trust me, I'm going to come up with a video very soon where I'm going to compare CAT and XAT. It's almost done and would be released in a day or two. Please go through that. The video title will be CAT versus XAT, where you will get a very good insight based on a case study. I have done it based on 2 girls and 2 case studies. Like इनका एक average कितना percentile आया, let's say CAT में 92-93 percentile आया है, उनको क्या क्या colleges offer होंगे और उनका final 2 साल के बाद क्या placement लगने वाला है versus the person who's converting Excel or any top B school from XAT. Okay, so you will wait for that for 1 or 2 days. Moving next to Soumya's question, most important question of algebra that are frequently asked. Okay, I remember this question in one of the comments, I believe. ओके देखो, ऐसा कोई मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट सेक्शन नहीं होता है एल्जेब्रा का. एल्जेब्रा और नंबर थ्योरी की स्पेशल बात ये है कि दे जस्ट गेट इनसाइड एनी टॉपिक पॉसिबल. ज्योमेट्री में घुस जाएंगे, प्रोबेबिलिटी में घुस जाएंगे, कहीं पे भी चले आएंगे. तो when it comes to this, your target should not be on understanding which are those topics which you should focus more on. Rather, जब आप algebra practice कर रहे हो, so practice it from the deep down roots, so that उसको जिस भी तरह से टेढ़ा मेढ़ा घुमाकर आपको दिया जाए, you would be able to at least go half the way. Half the way question solve करने से क्या होता है मैम? What is the benefit of solving half the question? Solving half the question gives you an opportunity to get or make an educated guess. प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट आपको कोई गेस करने से रोक नहीं रहा है एग्जाम में. आप गेस करो, बट मेक एन एजुकेटेड गेस, एंड फॉर दैट इट्स नेसेसरी दैट यू एटलीस्ट सॉल्व हाफ द क्वेश्चन. सो उसके लिए कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्लियर होना बहुत जरूरी है. अभी भी टाइम है, बहुत टाइम है. आप एल्जेब्रा पे काम करो, इट विल नॉट बी अ प्रॉब्लम. सौम्या, तेजस के क्वेश्चन पर आते हैं. मैम, इज इट एडवाइसेबल टू गिव मॉक्स ऑन ऑल्टरनेट डे? No, Tejas, not now at least. Can it make a one exhausted till November? If I give mocks on every alternate day from tomorrow, it will make you exhausted, Tejas, no doubt. Please don't try these stunts at home. You can try it when you're very, very close to the exam. I'm like, maybe in the month of November, 15 days before exam you can try it, but I would not recommend that. I've never done that, so maybe I'm not sure. It depends upon personalities also. कुछ लोगों को pressure cooker में रहने का बहुत शौक होता है, तो if you are among those, then you can definitely try it. Otherwise alternate day थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो जाएगा. I think you should give yourself at least a break of 2 to 3 days. Okay, so 2 to 3 days will be a good number, Tejas, for you. All right then, Tejas, HR job, private job with सरकारी job, is it true? नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. सरकारी जॉब में काम नहीं होता है, बट HR में बहुत काम होता है. लाइक इफ यू डू क्लिनिकल HR, देन इट हैज, सबसे खतरनाक काम है कि इफ यू आर डूइंग क्लिनिकल HR, दैट मीन्स कोर बेसिक HR जॉब. तो टैलेंट एक्विजिशन, डू यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज टैलेंट एक्विजिशन? इट इज रिक्रूटिंग, वेयर यू हैव टू टेक इंटरव्यूज ऑफ अराउंड 10 पीपल इन अ डे. मिनिमम की बात कर रही हूं मैं. 10 लोगों का इंटरव्यू लो, 50 रेज्यूमे सॉर्ट आउट करो. वन ऑफ द मोस्ट टीडियस टास्क टू डू. So depending upon that, it is not सरकारी job at all, because सरकारी job जो है कि जाते जाते like एक बहुत फेमस सी डायलॉग थी, मुझे याद नहीं आ रही है, बिहारी में थी एक्चुअली, मुझे याद नहीं आ रही है. इट वाज समथिंग रिलेटेड टू कि आप अगर जल्दी चले जाओ तो बाबू साहब आपको मिलेंगे नहीं टेबल पे, और लेट चले जाओ तो उनका ब्रेक टाइम हो जाएगा, है ना. तो कुछ ऐसा ही था सिमिलर. ये सरकारी जॉब का डेफिनेशन होता है, बट नॉट टू HR. ओके, फाइन तेजस. All right, guys. So one last question I would be taking up, and then I'll be winding up if there's no other comment in the chat. Okay, that one last thing which I was about to discuss with you folks was नोट मेकिंग, जो मैंने स्टार्टिंग में बोला था. तो ये जो नोट मेकिंग था, I like to show you guys something. Okay, so I used to never do this before, but I started doing it from my B-School journey. So I'll be showing you this. I'm not sure how many of you are using this. If you can see my camera, okay, this is sticky notes, but the vertical ones. How most toppers prepare directly through mocks without practicing. ये सब झूठ है भाई. टॉप कर जाने के बाद आके कोई कुछ भी बोल के निकल जाता है इंटरव्यू में. प्लीज उनकी बातों को सीरियसली ना ले. How to choose a specialization being a non-engineer? For that, you can go and refer to some free resources, Soumya, where you would be, just going through the gist of what is finance management, what is, the basic parts, what you will learn in finance, like accounting and stuff. Then you can come to HR in that case. Take a small 1 or 2 course on HR, जो कि मैंने mind lecture वगैरह पर free of cost suggest किया था. You can go through those courses. Certification के लिए नहीं, but अपने knowledge के लिए basic HR course करके देखिए, and see if you are understanding and finding it interesting. If not, then you can skip that. Okay. Mridul, I'll take your question, but before that, let me complete this. ये मेरा last question था. So this is sticky notes, if you guys can see, and this is how you're supposed to use it. So this is my current book which I am learning. ये तो रहता ही है, ठीक है. हाइलाइटर वगैरह सब लेके चलना पड़ता है. So suppose this is a book on leadership in organization. Okay, you can see this thing coming in. All right, I'll tell you how to use it. So आप भी अगर किसी बुक से पढ़ाई कर रहे हो, फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू कैन ऑल्सो मेक नोट्स ऑफ इट, और आप अपने नोट्स में इसे सटा के लगा सकते हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल लुक एट दिस. I have added a page like this over here which I've highlighted. Now when you add a stick on, you are also supposed to write कि आपको इस पेज में क्या स्पेशल मिलेगा. Doing this would really help you to revise faster, better and in less time. Okay, and if you see, I've written definition of leadership comes in this page. So that's how you guys are supposed to also make notes. ये मुझे एक बहुत ही बेसिक सा क्वेश्चन पूछा था, मैंने सोचा ये इंटरेस्टिंग लग रहा है, मैं लाइव में बता दूंगी. हेल्पफुल लगा तेजस, थैंक यू. No, I'm literally saying this. I also was not in a habit of making the book ganda and studying, but now it is very important. Okay, so whenever you make a note or something, you're supposed to write down कि आपको इसमें मिलेगा क्या. जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है 5 approaches and 3 variables मिलेंगे मुझे leadership के लिए. तो I've made notes like this. This really helps you guys. This will help you guys not just to revise faster, but analyze the mocks faster as well. चलो मृदुल का क्वेश्चन लेते हैं and we will wind up the session with that. Mridul says, ma'am, how one can enter into the HRBP, many HRBP roles Excel offers. Yes, business partner is a role which is quite different from the normal HR role. Normal HR roles जैसे कि आपको HR के payroll वगैरह specialist हो गए, उस तरह के roles में क्या होता है, जो कंपनी का हेड आपको बोलेगा आपको वैसा करना है. But when it becomes human resource business partner, the role changes. Business partner, as the name suggests, is the one who works as a kind of consultant, HR consultant, जो कि आपको यानी अपने कंपनी को सजेस्ट करेगा कि what are the things you should do, these are the things you should change and things like that. तो अगर आप ऐसी पर्सनालिटी हो जिसको ना वोकेशनल होना ज्यादा पसंद है, you should definitely get for HRBP roles, and don't worry, you will get those roles, Mridul, once you enter the college. Ma'am, one with 2 years of sales can get into HR department after Excel. Yes, मतलब campus placement के time most companies सेल वालों को apply करने में नहीं, किसी को रोकती नहीं है, रोकती तो बिल्कुल नहीं है. In fact, you can देखो भैया, MBA ना बिल्कुल बनिया वाली चीज है. बनिया in the sense that it ultimately comes down to कि आप अपने आप को कैसे बेच रहे हो. It's like down core definition of MBA, I'm telling you. बिल्कुल basic सा definition, कोई college में आपको ये नहीं बोलने वाला. आप down core definition जानना चाहते हो तो it is nothing else but one single thing, that is आपको खुद को बेच देना है. बेच दो खुद को. Okay, and when it comes to selling yourself, whatever you have done so far in your life has to be an achievement in your life. So if you have done sales, instead of being aware about the fact कि अरे यार सेल्स हो गया, कहीं लोग कुछ पूछ तो नहीं देंगे, कहीं लोग कुछ अलग से तो नहीं बोलेंगे कि यार सेल्स की तो हमें क्या जरूरत है. नहीं, इंस्टेड चेंज योर पर्सपेक्टिव टू मैंने सेल्स भी कर रखा है भाई, मैं आपको उसमें भी हेल्प कर सकता हूँ. दिस कैन बी एन एडेड एडवांटेज इफ आई ज्वाइन योर कंपनी. So be confident and sell the things you have already done in your life. And while you are preparing yourself for the examination, or you are in the college itself preparing yourself for the placements, at that time definitely do the courses which are relevant for you to crack a particular job which you are aiming for. All right. Okay, फरदीन आए, फरदीन ने कुछ लिखा और फरदीन चले गए. Okay, 12th score मैटर करता है क्या ड्यूरिंग प्लेसमेंट्स? देखो फॉर्म में तो भरना पड़ता है, बट ये कभी बोला नहीं जाता कि आपको कितने स्कोर दिए गए हैं बेस्ड ऑन आपका एकेडमिक्स. ओके, सो दैट इज स्टिल अ हिडन थिंग. And Mridul, thanks a ton. Most helpful live I've ever seen. That's so sweet of you, Mridul. Thank you so much. Best definition, ma'am. हाँ यार तेजस, देखो ये चीज है ना, as a friend I'm telling you this thing. Most sophisticated institutions will not tell you these kind of things. So that's one benefit of joining the live session of XAT instead, isn't it? All right then. So with this, I'll wind up the live session for today. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. ऐसे कोई भी और questions रहे आपके पास, so feel free to drop it below in the comment section. Also, you can follow me on Instagram, where you can DM me about anything which you don't want to post openly in the chat. And just this much, I see a big message coming from Devil. डेविल नाम तो भाई अच्छा नहीं है, बट आप आ गए हो तो मैं किसी को बिना आंसर किए छोड़ती नहीं हूँ. तो मैम जुलाई में बीकॉम कंप्लीट हुआ, प्रिपरेशन 23, क्या गैप का इशू? नहीं 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 नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं। एंड डीमोटिवेट तो फील ही नहीं करना, अभी तो इतना टाइम है। डीमोटिवेट फील होना बाद में स्टार्ट होगा, अभी टाइम है डीमोटिवेट फील करने के लिए, अभी टाइम नहीं हुआ है डीमोटिवेट फील करने का। वो फीलिंग बचा के रखिए, ओके डेविल जी। एंड you are not going to face any gap issues, don't worry for that. Great explanation ma'am, sales is just like acting. Yes, absolutely Tejas, that's true. Okay Fardeen ma'am, I decided to give cat in the coming year. चलो कोई नहीं फरदीन, दैट्स अ गुड डिसीजन टेकन वेरी अर्ली. सो व्हाट यू कैन डू इज, अगर मन कर रहा है तो इस ईयर सिर्फ एक्सपीरियंस के लिए एग्जाम दे सकते हो, ताकि आपका अंदर का वो एग्जाम फेयर चला जाए. ऑलराइट, how to start preparation from the very core basics. So take any basic book of cat, like Arun Sharma sir's book or any book. take the materials यार, कितने सारे materials पढ़े, 2 साल लग जाएगा अगर आप पूरे material को complete करोगे तो, जो आपके telegram group में है. So in case you haven't joined the telegram group yet, please join it. Go to the bio section of the telegram group. Over there you will see the mega drive link. सब कुछ है वहां, सब कुछ है, बस प्रैक्टिस करने के लिए टाइम आपको निकालना है. ऑलराइट, thank you so much Nikhil. Nikhil, you are thanking me for the XAT workshop videos last year. Thank you so much Nikhil for being so good to come here in the live and appreciating. Good people like you exist in this world. हाँ, आप लोगों की वजह से still विश्वास होता है कि नहीं अच्छे लोग हैं. हाउ टू इम्प्रूव प्रोफाइल, मेरा तो सीवी में दिखाने लायक कुछ भी नहीं, ऐसे आपको लगता है फरदीन, बट आपको नहीं पता लोगों को कितने जोर से लोगों को जॉब देनी है अभी. ठीक है, काफी ज्यादा एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज आने वाला है फॉर द फोक्स हु वुड बी डूइंग एमबीए इन द कमिंग ईयर ऑफ 24-25. मार्केट इज गोइंग टू बूम. ओके, सो डोंट वरी अबाउट द जॉब्स. एंड जहां तक प्रोफाइल की बात है फरदीन, आई मीन लेट्स टेक दिस अप इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन, है ना. आज के लिए तो इतना ही है, थोड़ा जल्दी आ जाता तो मैं पहले ले लेती. All right, Nikhil, your videos are very helpful. Thank you so much, Nikhil. That's so sweet of you. Please make a strategy video for DILR Quant like BARC. Done, Devil Ji, done. Thank you so much, Mayank. Thanks, ma'am. Learning a lot from you. So sweet of you. Thank you, Mayank. Thanks everyone. So extend कर दिया फिर से मैंने. मतलब मैं कुछ भी कर लूँ, मेरा टाइम एक्सटेंड ही हो जाता है आपके क्वेश्चंस की वजह से. बट फाइनल क्वेश्चन फॉर द डे, जिसका आंसर ऑलरेडी आ गया है. हाउ वाज द सेशन गाइज? Thank you, Shan. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. So, bas, final bye-bye for all of you. We'll meet each other in the next live session on next Sunday, 10 p.m. live. Okay? बीच में कुछ videos भी आ जाएंगे. Okay? Bye-bye. Thank you, Devil. Thank you, Mayank. Good night, everyone. Take care. Study hard. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop below in the comment section or use Instagram, where you can follow me and send me a message directly. Bye-bye. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in.